You guys, guess what?
What, Cele?
This is my first live look at.
Wow.
Brought to you by Elgato.
And what a nice way to start through the passage of time in the year 2003, where, well, this pretty much hit big on the GameCube.
Oh,
I thought it was 2002.
No, it's 2003. I remember this year well because, honestly, most of my favorite games came out this year, including, well, this one.
History and the world, a tale of souls and swords, eternally retold.
Man, that still looks good even today.
Yeah.
Eternally retold because we're gonna keep telling this game's story every decade.
Yeah.
Because it's like so the whole, if I'm correct, the whole purpose is that this is a big championship, a la Street Fighter, a la Tekken, a la Mortal Kombat, a la King of Fighters.
Look, guys!
Okay,
and the sole reason why everyone bought this game on the GameCube.
This battle is much more different. But yeah, so the idea is that they're having this big contest, and if they all fight together, they will awaken the Great Sword Nightmare or something like that.
You need
Soul
Soul
Edge.
Edge.
Nightmare is the name of the character who possesses, you know.
Soul Edge.
Is this to like save the
this
world? Is this to like? Oh, I will save them.
Or kill them.
With
It really depends
your
on if I'm going to move for it.
hats.
Oh yeah, hello Todd McFarlane, OC.
So all in all, what do you guys? What should I know about the story as someone who hasn't really played a lot of Soul Caliburs?
The only thing I'll say about the story is, who cares? You're only playing
The
this game just
story-
for the frantic fighting.
Yeah,
Okay.
the story's not really as relevant, much more as the fighting and characters are.
Of course. Like this was back when they actually didn't give that big of a hoot about the story. They just focused on what was the most important, the actual sword play and, well, all the fun characters you can play as, including, depending on the version of Soul Calibur 2 you play, either Link, Heihachi for the PS2 version, or Spawn for the Xbox version.
All right.
Hey, look, there's Link right there. That's his voice actor.
In
Oh.
Japan.
Oh!
That's neat.
So, Adult Link, Nobuyuki Hiyama not only voiced Link, but Nightmare and Yoshimitsu.
Cool.
Very cool.
Poor boy really needed a paycheck. Anyway, here it is, folks.
Oh.
Soul Calibur 2!
Wait, hang on.
Oh yeah, we gotta wait for the thing.
Nothing.
Soul Calibur 2.
There we
You
go.
did the narrator's job for him, James.
Well, of course,
whoops.
but regardless, that still gives me goosebumps to this day.
Yeah.
That's good.
And before I start, I just want to make another comment. Young Link's voice actor also was in this as Taki.
Oh really? Wow.
Again, assuming you're playing using the Japanese
And
vocals, which I assume Cele, being the shameless weeaboo she is,
could.
will do that.
I could, but I won't.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
You
Thank
have more restraint than most people out there.
So what are we going to play?
Okay, hang on. The thing is that if I do change the the language to Japanese, the narrator will still be English.
Well, of course, that's how it always goes. So, are you going to do the original
anyway.
arcade mode, or are you going to do the extra arcade mode?
I'm going to do the original arcade.
Okay, so you're not going to have access to all those sweet weapons you can get in the Weapon Master mode.
I haven't played it for a while, but I could try it once this part's over.
Don't worry about it. This is the only Soul Calibur 2 video we're going to do anyway. Unless Logan and I wanted to duke it out for a bit, but that's for another time.
Yeah.
I could also change Link's costume to his red tunic.
Ooh.
I honestly prefer the green tunic, so let's just stick with that.
Alrighty. Alright, are you guys ready?
Ready?
Yep.
Let's do this!
And by the way, if you thought Link couldn't scream any louder than he did in Ocarina of Time or Smash Brothers, welcome to Soul Calibur 2.
Yep.
I can't guarantee that I'm very good at this game. It's been years. I forgot how high-pitched her voice was!
Yep.
Oh my god, yes.
Alright, it's fight time.
Oh geez, Link
So,
is
Cele, what
taking
can you-
no names.
So, Cele, what can you tell us about this awesome game? Oh, well,
Oh, that was easy.
tell me about it. And that's honestly the most preferable way to take out an opponent in this game is to see if you can pretty much just fling them off the ring.
Yep. And so Link, he has some a little bit of this move set from Smash. Oops. I forgot how to grab people though.
I think you gotta press the attack button and the block button.
Okay, I'll try that. I'll try that next round.
That's what I.
Controls are so confusing.
Yeah, well, welcome to the fighting scene, Cele, where the control scheme is about as confusing as you make it.
Oh, watch this.
Hungry for
Just press a button and he does that.
If only there was a second player to join in on the fun, you could pretty much have a literal screaming match.
Just screaming at each over and over again.
Hey, it's a and yes, I heard Nightmare's Japanese voice. He sounds just like Link.
Cool.
It's not even. They're not even trying to hide it.
So how did you come across this game, Cele?
I don't know. I think I found it.
Ahoo!
Oh, come on.
By that
I think I found it in GameStop one day. I saw Link and I went for it.
Nice.
Well, again, that's pretty much the sole reason. Get it, Soul?
Ha.
The sole reason why most people who own a GameCube bought Soul Calibur 2 for that sexy green tunic.
Oh, A and B. Okay, A and B is the grab.
Told you. I know my tricks of the trade. I mean, hell, I actually bothered to beat most, if not all, of the Weapon Master mode when I was younger. Probably wouldn't have the patience to do it again, because honestly, some of this shit they expect you to do.
Oh, that's how you do it. There we go.
And a booyah!
Nice.
Yay.
I don't even know what he's doing. Is he just twisting his arm?
Yeah,
I
it
think
looks
so,
like he's
yeah.
just twisting his arm. I mean, which when you stop and think about it, that's pretty freaking hardcore for a character that only knows how to sword swipe.
Oh, hello, Charade.
I mean, honestly, I wish you could do that.
Talking about him.
Yeah, charade, aka I can use any character's moves, assuming I'm in the mood for it.
That
So
was Cassandra, right?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think it looks like he's copying either Cassandra or Sophitia.
Yeah, he can copy any character in the roster in this game. And there's a lot of other characters, like, later on that, you know, share the same ability. Like, in Soul
Wow.
Calibur 4...
Wow, nice work.
Like, in
Thanks.
Soul Calibur 4, there's a bunch of characters who do that. I'm trying to remember who it was exactly.
I know it was either Soul Calibur or Soul Edge. It was what's his name? The Edge Master.
I think, yeah, it was Edgemaster, now that I think about it.
This one, I think this one is Maxi, I think.
Yeah, this one's Maxi, because of the way he, you know, just... Like, he just hops back and forth on his feet.
You know what? Since you're bringing up all this interesting trivia, Jordy, what's your experience with Soul Calibur as a whole?
Alright, so for me, this was a game that my brother got when we were
I like
kids.
the sound effect thing there.
Anyway, this was a brother... Wow, this was a brother that my kid got in here. Back to
Go
what I
on.
was talking about. We were more PlayStation geeks than we were Nintendo, so we actually got the PS2 version. And
With
we were
Heihachi?
we were big fans of Tekken back in the day, and still kind of are. So, you know,
That's
we got
fair.
the game mostly for Heihachi, but also because one of the games that I personally like are the fighting games, so...
That's how you do it.
I
There.
pretty much have been,
Damn.
you know... I've been playing this since Soul Calibur 2, but I didn't get the third one. I just, like, got 2, 4, 5, and 6.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And
And
like
honestly-
I said... Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
But
I was just gonna tell Cele, make the most of your victories, because from what I remember, if you were playing in the competitive scene with Link, you'd get your ass whooped by a good chunk of the roster.
Oh,
Really?
yes.
But anyway, as I was saying,
Yes, that I remember.
I don't really care so much about the story as I do the, you know, the controls and the fact that it's a fighting game itself and the characters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can pretty much say that for pretty much any fighter.
Well, it honestly depends. Like, some fighting games can have really good stories. Like, I think 4 had some decent story plots here and there
Yeah.
for individual characters, but
Force
otherwise...
Plot I didn't find terribly memorable.
This music.
5 did not have a good plot. Like,
How many battles are there in an arcade again? I'm so sorry. How many stages?
I think
I
there's like
forget.
7 or 8.
Okay.
It always ends off with a battle against the flaming bitch of hell himself.
Right.
Inferno.
yeah,
Right.
Inferno.
Who, as far as I'm concerned, was only a thing in this game.
Huh. So yeah, I don't know if you're already saying, like, does anyone have a particularly favorite Soul Calibur?
This one,
Mine is 4.
I like 4.
4's all right.
He's
Though,
gonna... Oh, I thought he was gonna ring me out.
Careful. Yeah, you can get knocked out one of two ways. One is either gain all your health knocked out, or they introduce. So this game had over Tekken and other game. Actually, I think Tekken also had as well, but this game had an ability to be ringed out by getting knocked off the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mitsurugi's voice is annoying to me for some reason.
I just love how cheesy it is.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you could say that for a good shot, like, well, the dub in general for this game. Like, it's cheesy, but it's not so much. Well, I wouldn't say it's outright annoying. Like, they get the right tone. It's just that the delivery can sometimes come off as, well, goofy.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Link doesn't need to worry about that because he always speaks in yes and ha.
It's a classic. It's a common dialect.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Especially
It's
in Hyrule.
highly in dialect.
So I've never known you, Celia, to be like a big like into these kind of fighting games. How did you like come? So
Oh,
Whoop!
Have you
after a
ever-
drink.
even though this is the only game that Link has ever appeared in, have you ever tried any other of the Soul Calibur series?
I have not. Oh, here we go.
And now for our first and only event battle for Link.
Yep.
Look at him showing off his auto jump strats.
Where he shall defeat religion.
Ah!
Ah!
What did I ever do to you?
And Link says, quietly, or translated, ha!
That's not quiet.
Raphael, I had a tough time against when I did a practice round.
From what I remember, Raphael's pretty much all speed with little power.
Ah! I hate that attack!
So you have to like.
Though honestly, you probably couldn't tell by that obvious neck snap sound effect.
So I feel like if you play more defensively and wait for his openings, it's better to do that. You can't just go straight in.
Pretty much.
Oh boy, here we go. Ouch.
Oh, yeah, and I do appreciate for the GameCube game, and I assume the PS2 and Xbox game does the same with its own guest characters, but they do add in original remixes based on the Zelda game, like the
Yeah.
obvious overworld
Yeah.
theme and his victory themes here too.
Oh yeah, I heard that earlier.
Yeah, listen.
Oh,
I
it's
thought
not playing.
it would do it, but
It's
I
not
thought
playing
it would
here,
do
Sealy.
like da-da-da-da.
It's not playing here, Sealy. That's because you're about to meet the owner of Hell himself.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
it'll probably play after the
Ooh.
big battle. There he is.
Soul Edge.
Given
And-
form.
Yeah!
Scream it louder, Link. God, that freaking image was burned in my head back in the day. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
say what you will about this game, like, it's great, though I swear some of the imagery and, practical effects always feel like fairly conductive nightmare fuel.
Wrong button, wrong button!
Oh, it's supposed to be an
boy.
intense game. Ouch. It's supposed to be an intense game, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on, you can do it.
Honestly, I'm honestly wondering how much this thing pushed the GameCube's limits with how much you got away with.
seriously, look at all these fire effects.
Yeah.
Now,
There's phase one.
now for phase 2, where he changes his tactics up a bit.
Uh-huh.
Eh?
What?
Mitsurugi.
Oh, okay. So he
Oh.
switches
Yeah.
swords.
He's
Yep.
he's just another charade.
Yeah, pretty much.
That would make sense.
I also remember how much of a dickhead this guy is the 2 times you fight him in Weapon Master
Yoshimitsu.
mode.
Yeah.
So he changed. So yeah, so Soul Edge is a weapon crafted from the energy of fighters that have come before it. So this is what it does.
Yeah.
Something like that? I don't know. I think Inferno's
Who's
the only
next?
character that really has this gimmick.
Oh
Nope,
boy.
we're done.
Oh, okay, we did it! Yay!
And that's it.
The
Soul
Master
Calibur has been
Sword.
brought out.
And Link grabs it, and Zelda goes, "No!" And what if Link just took one look at the sword and just chucked the Master Sword off a cliff and grabbed it
Yeah.
instead?
And so Link's
okay.
adventure
Oh, wait.
comes to a close.
Link came to this world in order to defeat the evil which threatened Hyrule.
Ooh, this is official Nintendo artwork
Ooh.
Um,
from Ocarina of Time, I think.
After a long journey, Link finally succeeded in sealing the way the terrible evil.
Without realizing that the terrible evil.
In
Oh, go ahead.
in doing so, he not only saved his homeland from peril, but he also maintained tranquility of this world.
That I think is
Assumably.
custom
Then
artwork.
quietly left this world. A faint echo of his ocarina was all that remained.
Until he realized Zelda had given him the wrong address, and he went to seal the wrong. He was supposed to seal again, but he went to this address instead.
and
Game
so
over. We did it, guys.
Game over. We won.
And you acquired 10,000 gold. Or 1,000 gold.
Nice.
Sorry, I meant 1,000. My bad. I can't count.
And
Let's
so
go.
that's our first campaign for this game, but because apparently Cele wanted to do one more.
Wait, what other No, okay, two questions. One, what is gold spent on?
Weapons, I think.
I think it's
Yeah.
weaponry, costumes, stuff like that.
And
Yeah.
two, what are there any other kind of game types besides arcade?
There is Weapon Master
Yes.
mode, but that's honestly an investment in itself, and honestly, not worth our time.
Yeah,
By the way,
it's
if Cele did stay on the title screen for a moment, there
Yeah,
you could hear
right here.
Link's distinctive "yeah."
Oh,
Really?
All right, yeah. Let's
And
not do
honestly,
Weapon Master.
it
Yeah.
caught me off guard when I heard it the first time. But yeah, that's the Weapon
Okay,
Master mode. We're not doing
I forget,
that.
But
But
we doing extra arcade?
We can give it
Uh,
a try.
did you unlock any weapons for Ivy?
I don't know. I haven't done this in a while. This is my first time playing it after a few years.
All right,
Okay.
well let's check and see.
Let's see. Ivy.
Oh, you
What
got a
weapons?
few. Let's see. We
Got
got the
Dream
Dream
Blade.
Blade, the Chainmail, and the Valentine. Pick your poison.
I would recommend Valentine.
Yeah, well balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost as if we're just playing. It's like we're just playing the game normally.
But yeah, there are different like weapons you can use.
By the way, you're welcome, Logan.
Okay, I suggested using Ivy just because whenever I think of Soul Calibur, she is usually like every fighter has their Chun-Li or their Tao Kaka or their like the character
Yeah.
like the character you immediately think of that is from that series. And for me, Soul Calibur has Ivy.
Yeah, same here.
And it's totally not because of that skin tight outfit she's wearing.
No, it's because
No.
it's because I think her weapon of a sword that can transform into a whip is freaking awesome.
For me, it's her weapon as well as her voice.
Yep, I love her.
If I'm
What
not,
voice is her?
I think Lady Manila voices her.
Yeah, cool.
Does she? Hold on, let me
believe
let me
so.
check. So, if I
Ow.
make typing sounds, I do apologize, but it's just part of this.
Yeah, no worries.
There, take that.
Soul Calibur 2 voice actors. Okay, let's see. And yes, you were right. This was in 2003 that it came out.
Called it.
Okay,
That was a close one.
her voice
Yeah.
actress was Renee Hewitt.
Okay. I thought for one of the games she was voiced by Lainey, but maybe I'm mistaken for someone else.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Not that it means anything. And
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, sometimes I always get taken aback by some of the alternate costumes these characters have. Like Obvious, for example, actually makes her look well dignified.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I'll
look
be
at
honest, I never knew about Sophidia until like either 4 or was it 2? Maybe it
wait,
was 2.
Sophia? Well, Sophia
think-
made her debut since the very first game.
I
Which
know,
was,
but I never
which
played
was
the
Soul
first
Edge.
game because Sophidia wasn't in the second game.
No, she is.
Sophidia's in the second game?
Yeah, you can unlock
Yeah,
her.
she's in this game.
Well, why didn't I know about her until the 4th game?
You never asked. Well, to be fair, isn't she? Also, I'm pretty sure she's in the third game as well.
Well, I
the
never
thing
played
about-
the 3rd game.
Ah,
Yeah, well, to be fair, not a
Damn
lot
it.
of people did. So
Sorry, Seely.
okay. The thing about Sophia, she's an unlockable character in this.
Right. Gotcha.
Okay,
She's not one of the
maybe
original.
that's why. Maybe we didn't unlock her yet.
well, to be
okay.
I don't think she's. From what I remember, she's not that
No,
hard to
I did.
unlock.
No, I did unlock her. She's in. I'll show you guys when I'm done here.
Okay. But yeah,
Only
no,
if you
like
want to.
I'm pretty sure you can unlock her just by beating the arcade mode with any specific character.
Probably.
Or no, or maybe you unlock her through the Weapon Master mode. I forget which
It
of the
was
two.
it was Weapon Master mode. I remember.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Weapon Master
yeah.
mode, I think, has most, if not all, the unlockables you need to get, like characters, costumes, and the weapons, of course. What do you mean? I am still. I've been sitting on my duff here all day, watching you work your stuff.
I think she was voiced by a different person later on in the games that sounded much deeper.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
But
I was
still.
wondering- I know someone said you're all the same, and I couldn't remember who it was. It was Maxie.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
Yeah, Maxie's the eccentric type, from what I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, if those nunchucks were to clear giveaway,
Okay, that's it. I'm done here.
just grab them.
I'm trying.
Oh yeah, it is possible. It is possible to break out of a grab, but I never learned how.
It's like, isn't it like you have to like wiggle the stick back and forth or something like that?
Maybe.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, his head should be gone right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Literally just literally pop it out like a freaking ramen bottle.
Yeah.
Her grab is deadly. Whoa.
Well, then again, I to be fair, I don't blame Cele for not knowing how to do this one, but I think when Link's grabs, he literally just hops on their shoulders and starts whacking them on them a la Epona.
I can't remember how he did that. I know he did it, but I can't remember how.
I think you have to push a certain direction while grabbing. Again, I could be wrong on that though. It's been a long time since I properly played Soul Calibur 2.
Okay.
Oh wow, her voice is much deeper in this than it was, later on.
Yeah.
And I love how Young Link actually voiced her in the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Ow, my shit! My leg!
My shin!
Ow.
You know, another thing
Take
about it,
that
I don't think we ever asked this to you, Logan. But what are your experiences with Soul Calibur games?
Played a few, played them a couple times at a friend's house. Mostly been watching some friends stream Soul Calibur 6. It looks like an interesting game to learn. I've had more experience with Pokken and Tekken, but genuinely speaking, whenever it's come to fighting games, just never really have been my thing. Like I've always been more of like. I mean, I guess some people would argue I'm not even that much of a fighting games fan because I usually play the party fighting games like Smash and stuff like that. But
don't those count as fighting games, right?
But yeah, I've never really been into like these kind of fighting games, like the ones that you have to memorize combos and like you could like try all these different tactics and learn all that. I've never really been good at those kind of fighting games. Never really been like a huge like propagator for them, but I definitely can admire like the fun little twist that each game like adds and like brings to itself. Nowadays, Mortal Kombat, you got all the violent stuff. You got Street Fighter you got King of Fighters for doing its stuff, and it looks like recently Soul Calibur has definitely been going for the customization.
What the heck?
What?
What the heck?
What just happened?
She threw a tantrum.
He gave her one nick, and then all of a
No
sudden...
fair! I should have won!
I don't know what happened.
You didn't run out of
Is she
time.
supposed to die?
You didn't run out of time, did you?
I don't think it was a
No, I
timeout.
knocked her out. No, I knocked her out, but she just she threw a tantrum or something.
How could I lose? Oh. That
Easy
was
does it.
funny. At all.
But yeah,
That's really
but yeah, genuinely, I probably will not play any game like this in a while. But from my experience with other things,
Ah, damn it.
ouch, dang.
Ouch.
But from what I've seen, it definitely has earned its like following.
Yeah, agreed.
In some ways or another, I'm just waiting for the eventual time when Namco actually decides to put a Soul Calibur game on Nintendo again, just so we can actually have another worthwhile guest
really.
appearance.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand people have their appreciation
Oh,
towards
she's
the
gonna
likes
knock
of
me out again.
Kratos or Geralt from The Witcher 3. I just want another appearance by Link.
Oh, you
I got
just
lucky.
made it.
I got lucky.
Yeah.
You got very
Seriously.
lucky.
And again, her head should have popped off like a fucking soda top.
Just like that.
Assassin.
Okay, now
I forgot about him.
Now we just got a generic Luke, who, if I'm not mistaken, this one copies off of Young Sung.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these guys aren't these kinds of generic enemies aren't really all that unique as far as like their overall fighting style goes. They're just there just to fill in the gap of
Die already.
yeah. I think
don't
they're
me.
primarily just there to fill in the gap for like those dungeon areas in the Weapon Master mode. You got these guys, and you also got the fucking Berserkers, which I believe are just knockoffs of Astroth.
Ugh.
Right. It's
They
the
are
same.
kinda,
It's the
yeah.
same. It's the same play style, but trying to make it seem.
By the way, can I just say, it's funny looking back on it, because my first major exposure towards the Astroth character, who we fought earlier as Link, my first exposure to that is with Pac-Man Fever, of all things. Probably
Really?
the one thing where a Soul Calibur representative would be completely out of place. Then again, that game's entire freaking style is just, it honestly feels less like a Namco thing. It feels like it's trying to rip off a Warner Brothers more than anything.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I could see that more as a Looney Tunes party game than a Pac-Man party game, where you also have the likes of Astroth or Reiko from the...
Oh, here we go.
What? Here we go. What?
Hi, Daddy.
Daddy?
What?
Silence. I can change my own destiny.
Who's that?
That's her
That's
father.
Cervantes.
Oh, right.
He was the bad guy of the original Soul Edge / Soul Blade.
That's right, he was.
Yep.
And he's back again just to be a dick.
Damn it.
So from what I remember, he's supposed to be Cervantes, if I remember
Hold
correctly,
on.
was a pirate in the... Well, he's always been a pirate. It's just that, well, Ivy just decided not to follow in the family business, and, well, she
I didn't
wants
even get a chance.
Jeez.
revenge.
You
Yeah,
gotta be careful.
Daddy, don't hold back.
Ow.
I'm trying.
I think you're gonna.
Ow!
Game over.
I told you I was terrible at this game.
You're
Well, you
not
seem to do all right
terrible.
as Link.
It's just hard as this character here. Let's give it one more shot, and then whatever happens, we end the look at.
Well,
Yeah.
we're pretty close to the end of her campaign anyway, so may as well go the full 9 yards.
Yep.
There you go. Just keep juggling him.
Besides, push comes to shove, I can edit all this out.
There you go, and then do a grab.
I think we'll do okay.
Almost.
Yeah, she's doing better now than she did earlier.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Uh-huh.
You're pumped.
There we go.
And then watches I completely jinx it.
Let's watch it happen. No, okay. Just keep juggling him.
Seely,
I-
Seely.
Thank you.
Just keep juggling him and go for grabs if you can.
So is every
Oh, I thought he was
Oh,
gonna ring
gosh,
me out.
careful.
So does every Destined battle take place on this cathedral, or what?
I think so. Yeah.
Does it?
Because it happened with Link, and it's happened with
God,
Ivy
God,
too.
God,
So,
God,
or
God.
honestly, for all I know, it could just very well be a coincidence. Just kick him off the ring! Kick him off the ring!
I'm trying.
Oh yeah, you can kick in this game, by the way.
There we go. Oh, I thought you were gonna ring him out.
Ah well.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Oh well.
You die first. I will join you someday.
Ouch. No need to think that down on yourself, Ivy. I mean, shit.
And
There.
now it's deja vu all over again.
Well, I guess
Alright,
you're gonna meet
Inferno.
Daddy earlier than you thought, sweetheart.
Alright, let's fight Inferno one more time.
One more time!
Be gone, Navel.
Okay, I can skip this.
Yeah.
Alright, round 2, motherfucker. How does one choke a fire demon, anyway?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Very carefully with oven mitts.
He's not even attacking me.
He's just like...
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was about to... Actually, wait. What's he even wielding, anyway? Or
I don't know. I couldn't
Alright,
tell.
what's he gonna become?
Alright, next up is...
Oh, he's Maxie.
He's Maxie. Oh, come on. I already whipped this guy's butt earlier. You got nothing left to prove. Now stay down.
Get down and stay down.
You're not staying down, are you?
You're going to
No.
you're going to bed with no
This
dessert.
is... this is Zhang Hua.
Oh, Xianghua. Ooh.
Somebody's gonna kill me.
Come on.
Well, don't let... Well, not unless you kill him first.
There, look
You
at that.
did it.
Whew, by a sliver of health. Nice work.
Thanks.
Not again!
Here we go again.
Boom.
By the way, plot twist, that was his spine.
My cursed journey.
Huh.
I kid, of course. For all I know,
okay, jeez.
that's the only reason why he just gives out like that.
Maybe you gave me like a scare.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Ivy's ending.
Her oath, her destiny. Ivy killed everything that stood in her way.
And then there was nothing left. Nice
Yep.
going, Ivy.
At the end of her bloody, infernal journey, she destroyed the loathsome evil blade.
Mm-hmm. Or so we thought.
Ooh.
Now, only she and her beloved sword possess the cursed blood.
Well, how's that for a fine how do you do?
Forsaking others, she chose a life of solitude to wither away of obscurity, accompanied only by her sword. That's no way to
And that
live.
was Ivy's biography, narrated by Risky Boots.
Risky boots.
We think
Oh
about
wow,
the two,
I got 2,000 gold.
we think
Nice.
about those two do share a bit in common. But anyway, that's it for our story, folks.
Actually, before I end off, I wanted to prove that I have Sophitia.
All right.
Okay.
Just
I mean,
to,
I was gonna take your word for it anyway.
just
I'm not gonna do anything as her. I'm just gonna.
just to rub it in Jordy's face.
Yeah, just rub it in my face with it.
There she
Oh,
is.
that's right. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was a
There you
stupid
go.
girl that didn't pay attention back then.
So yeah, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all enjoyed our lengthy little mini
Yeah, let's go back to the
commentary of
title
Soul
screen.
Calibur 2 for the Nintendo GameCube.
Oh, back to.
Yeah, that screen.
Hey,
Well,
Well, you
there
don't
goes
have to
the
do that.
doorbell, but no worries.
So yeah, that's it, folks.
2.
Till next time.
Have a good
See
one.
y'all later.
Yes, see you all next
Bye.
time for when I do Soul Calibur 4.